Hello friends, myself Professor Khemchand Surana. Today we will start the new chapter, that is what anthelmintic drugs, or we can also call the anti-helminth agents or drugs. So we'll move to the introduction part of this chapter. So basically what is this helminthiasis? So helminthiasis is also known as worm infection. So is any microparasitic disease of human and other animal in which a part of the body is infected with parasitic worms known as helminths. So whatever the kind of a worm infection, this is what the worm we can call it is what helminth, and the infected person from this worm infection we can call it as a helminthiasis. So it is what and a macroparasitic disease of humans and other animals. So it will infect both humans as well as other animals in which the part of body is infected. So the particular part of the body was infected by these helminths or the worms which produces or which creates the helminthiasis. So there are numerous species of these parasites which are broadly classified into. So a number of species of these parasites were there. So worms parasite were there. So these are basically classified into the first tapeworm, second flukes, and third wound worms. So these are what the three basic classified types of these parasites. So they often live in the gastrointestinal of their host, but they may also burrow means basically make a hole. So initially they will live into what the gastrointestinal tract, and they will make the hole means they will penetrate into the specific organ where they induces the physiological damage. So what happen initially, they will live into the gastrointestinal tract. So into this GI tract, they will make a hole and they will penetrate into the other organs of the body, and after penetration into the body they will induces the physiological damage. So anthelmintics are the drugs used to treat parasitic infection due to the worms. So the drugs which are useful to treat these parasitic infections due to the worms or because of the worms are called as anthelmintics. So the worms that are pathogenic to human beings, namely metazoa. So the which kind of worms are there, or the pathogenic worms which will causes the infection to human beings, they were namely called as a metazoa, and these are conventionally classified into three types that already we have seen. So the first is what roundworms. The roundworms were called as a nematodes, and the other two types of flatworms. So the first one is what roundworm, the round structure is there called as a nematode, and other two types of flatworms are, so the second is flukes called as a trematodes, and tapeworms they are called as a cystodes. So these were specifically another names of these specific parasitic worms: nematodes, trematodes, and cystodes. So these are what the three conventional types of metazoa parasites. So again, the anthelmintics act locally either to expel the worms from the gastrointestinal tract or systematically to eradicate the species and the developing forms of helminths that invades the organ and tissue. So basically whatever these drugs means anthelmintics we are giving as a treatment, they were expel the worms from gastrointestinal tract. So initially they were work for what, the remove the whatever the worms from gastrointestinal tract or systematically eradicate the species, or basically so eradicate the species and the developing forms of helminths that invade the organs and tissue, or the any kind of developing form of the helminths. They will either penetrate into the organs or tissue and causes the physiological damage into the body. So they were need to or they were eradicate these kinds of species. So the causative organism harms the host by depriving him of food, causing blood loss, injury to organ, intestinal or lymphatic obstruction by the secreting toxins. So the whatever the causative organisms they were harmed to the host. So how they will harm to the basic host or the infected person by depriving him of food or causing the blood loss or produces the any kind of injury to organ or intestinal or lymphatic obstruction and by secreting toxin. So this is what the whatever the causative organisms they were harm or harmful to the host or the patient. So you can see the kind of worm into this particular organ of the patient. So it will by whatever the worms by removing by the surgery or the this is what the pictorial diagram of this worm infection. So you can see. So against the anthelmintic drugs, so what is basically the anthelmintic drugs? So anthelmintic drugs, or we can call the antihelmintic drugs, is name given to the group of antiparasitic drug used to treat infections caused by parasitic worms, also known as helminths. So these drugs were named as a whatever the drugs which are given in the form of treatment, they were called as anti-helminth drugs or anthelmintic drugs. So they were called this because they were useful into the treatment of these parasitic worms, and these were also known as helminths. So the people infected or infested with these helminths have a medical condition referred to helminthiasis. So whatever the patient which is suffer from this infection of helminths or infested of helminths, this medical condition or in terms of medical it is called as helminthiasis. So the other term used to describe these drugs basically called as a vermicides and vermifuges. So the initially these drugs were called as anthelmintics or anti-helminth drugs, but in terms of other description we can call these drugs as a vermicides or vermifuges. So the vermicides are anthelmintic drugs that at certain doses kills helminths. So vermicides are what? Anthelmintic drugs at certain doses, means at specific doses, so they kills helminths. And next one is vermifuges. Vermifuges are also anthelmintic drugs whose pharmacological action result in the parasites getting expelled from the intestinal tract by peristaltic activity or catharsis. So these are what also anthelmintic drugs, and they will shows the pharmacological action which results in expulsion of whatever the worms or infected worms by the activity of peristalsis or catharsis. So these are what the two terms vermicides or vermifuges. So again the many helminths are intestinal worms transmitted through the contaminated soils and infect the gastrointestinal tract. So basically whatever the helminths are the intestinal worms, and they were transmitted through the contaminated soil. So how they were ingested or infected from the contaminated soil, and after goes into the intestinal tract, they will infect the intestinal tract, such as these soil transmitted worms are sometimes collectively referred as geohelminths. So whatever these soil transmitted worms, sometimes they were collectively known as or referred to as geohelminths. So individuals with helminths is excrete helminths eggs in their feces may result in contamination of soils. So how it contaminated basically the soil, and from soil the person is infected or infested. So individual which are suffering from this helminthiasis, he or she excited the helminth's egg in their feces. So from feces the eggs were excited out from the body, and these eggs were contaminated the soil, and from the soil the person were infected. So this is what the kind of cycle of helminthiasis. So these are what the anthelmintic agents. So again we'll move to the classification of antihelminth drugs or anthelmintic drugs. So this is what the chemical classification of anthelmintics is given over here. The classification of anthelmintic based on chemical structure. So these are what the major categories. The first one here given is what? Piperazine. So piperazine is what? Major class again. Example in the piperazine is diethyl carbamazine citrate. In short we can call DEC or the piperazine citrate. Next major category and important category as per your examination is benzimidazole derivatives. So in that example albendazole, mebendazole, thiabendazole, these are what the benzimidazole antihelminth drugs. Then third one is heterocyclic compounds, or we can call the specific category from this. So the example of this category is oxaminiquine and praziquantel. So these are what the two drugs from heterocyclic classes. Then again fourth one is natural products which are used as anthelmintic drugs. So ivermectin and vermectin, these are what the two specific example from natural products. Then vinyl pyrimidines, in that example pyrantel and oxantel. So these are what two example, pyrantel and oxantel from vinyl pyrimidines. Then amides, diclosamide. Diclosamide again useful drug as a anthelmintic. Then nitro derivative niridazole is example. Then last one is imidazole derivative. Example from this is levimazole. So this is what the classification of anthelmintic drugs. Now further we have to discuss the every class in detail. So in next lecture we will see the details of every class of these anthelmintic agents. Till that, thank you and happy learning.